Hello everyone, welcome back to the session. So in the previous session we have seen about the what is agility, what is agile development, what is the cost of change in the agile development, and also we have seen some of the agile process. So in this session we are going to see the agile principles. What are the agile principles? What is agility? So agility is nothing but change in the some changes in the product. That means according to the technology advancements, so according to the requirements of the user or customer, so we have to make some changes. That changes that we are doing for the existing product is known as the agility. Okay, quick to change. So let us go for the agility principles. So agility principles is to achieve the agility. So what are those principles? Let us see. First one is First one is about the our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of the available software. That means whatever the software product we are producing, whatever the system we are developing, so we have to make some continuous evaluation. That means like operating system. So in operating system, previously we have Windows 98 OS. Windows 98 for Microsoft. I am talking about the Microsoft. I am not talking about the Apple versions. So for Microsoft, previously we have in 1990s we have the version of Windows 98. Later on they made some modifications in that and developed some other version of operating system, which is the Windows 99. Then Windows 7, Windows 8.1. Now we are using Windows 10. Like that, why we are getting this type of versions? So according to the modifications, according to the requirements of the user, what are the customer requirements, what is his needs, according to his needs, according to the technology advancements, so they are getting some changes in the software. So that changes may be the design part, or changes may be in the internal working of the part of the system, whatever it is, that is the agility. So it is depends upon the first priority, we have to give the satisfaction of the customer. So how we can satisfy the customer? Through early and continuous delivery valuable software. So how we are getting the different Android phones? Now in the market we are getting every day we are getting some different system, different Android phone in your market. How we are getting? So according to the client, according to the customer needs, according to the customer requirements, according to the customer satisfaction. So that's why the more and products are coming into the existence in the world. So that is the first point. Secondly, welcome changing requirements. Even late in development, agile process harness changes for the customer's competitive advantage. So whatever the changes we want, so some users will want some more changes. Whatever the product you develop, they may not satisfy with the requirements. They want some more changes in the product. For example, now I am discussing some of the examples over here. Some of the students will feel they want some more examples in order to understand what I am saying. Like that. So in the software, so whatever the product they are developing, not only the software, whatever the system they are developing. So in order to get the system into the market, so in order to get that market and give the more business value for that further to software product, so whatever the requirements we have to change, we have to adapt that to the existing product. Then only the product will be more effective in the market. So that is the second point. And next, thirdly, deliver working software frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months with a preference to the shorter time scale. So whatever the changes we are doing to the required existing product, it should be within a short time. It may be 2 weeks, it may be 2 months, or it may be within a short time period. We have to develop the product, we have to implement the changes within a short time. We have not take the more and more years in order to implement the changes. If you go for the implementing changes for year in year, I mean if you take the schedule time of year, so after developing the product, the requirements before 1 year, according to the requirements of the before 1 year. So after 1 year means maybe the changes, the requirements, or maybe there is a technology advancements are there. So the product what you developed in this year may be the best one. So the changes what we are adapting to a system, to a software, it should be in a short time. The time scale should be a short one. So it may be 2 weeks or 2 months, but not in a year's lifespan. Okay, so that is this point. And fourth point is, business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. So business people are nothing but who are giving the project to the developers. So business people only, say MI, Realme or MI phones, Redmi, Xiaomi. So those are the business people, because they are introducing the products into the market. They are the business people. So according to the business people, the software people, the developers, must work together. So business people will have some ideas, because they will get some requirements from the outside of the customers. So what are the customer requirements are there? They will take by the businesses. So these business people give those requirements to the developers. That's why these business people and developers must work together in order to get the product. So throughout the product or project. Next, fifth point. Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. So whatever the changes we are getting, whatever the implementation we want to get into the existing product. So the product we can say also projects. We have to motivate the people who are working on that. Like how we are getting motivated in you. So if you will not motivate you people to write the exams or to do something else or to write the mid exams or assignments, what you people get? You people will get some more bored. Okay, that's the reason. So we have to some motivation individuals. So we have to motivate the people who are working in the project, who are working for that project. We have to motivate regularly, and also we have to give them some support. What type of support? So if they have any problems regarding the project, if they are having any errors or any bugs while developing of the software product, we have to support them. We have to encourage them. So that is this point. And also we have to trust them. The main thing is we have to trust, as they can do. They can get the product. They can implement the change. We have the developers must have some trust. And next, sixth point. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within the development team is face-to-face conversation. So when the business people or customers want the requirements, that means so I want this type of change, I want this type of requirement, I want this type of need. So our customers are requiring this type of implementation in the software product or in the project. So whatever the requirements you want to say, you have to take, you have to go for the face-to-face conversation only. So writing a letter or else emailing, it's not a good thing, because so one people idea will be something and one people idea will be something. For example, what I am saying in my view is different. What you people are hearing in your view may be a different one. For example, if I given the word like this, some people can read now, here, or some people will read no, where. So it is according to their view, it is according to their perception. Like that also. So whatever we want to discuss with the people or whatever we want to implement, I mean whatever the changes we want to require, so we have to interact with the developers face to face only. We don't go for the any emails or any third party conversations. We have to go straight and we have to face, we have to give the conversation. Otherwise, it will be like this. So whatever we said, it may be understood by the through the mail or email or through WhatsApp, whatever it is, through other parties. The words, the saying of the words may be changed. Maybe they will be get some distraction of the requirements. So in order to avoid all those things, the people has to interact face to face conversation they had. And next, seventh point, working software is the primary measure of the progress. So what is the more progress of the product? So we are saying that of existing product, we are giving the some more changes to that according to the technology advancements or according to the requirements of the customer. We are saying that is a agile process. So in that agile process, while doing that agile process, how can we say the product is a working one? How can we say that product is working in a progressive way? So whatever the steps, what are the process we are implementing in that, we have to check at each and every step of the product. So after implementing some code, after implementing some design part, so whether it is working for that purpose or not. So we are going according to the requirements of the user or not. We have to check at each and every step of the iteration point. And next, 8th point. Agile process promotes sustainable development. The sponsors, developers and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. So what is the agile process? So agile process is nothing but implementing some changes of the existing product. So what is agile process promoting? So this agile process is promoting sustainable development. So sustainable development means we are increasing the way of usage of the product. So how operating system has came from Windows 98 to Windows 10. The version how it is getting incremented. So because of some changes they had got, because of some design interface has the design. So the designing part. Okay, so like that, this is the sustainable development. Agile process is nothing but it is used to promote the sustainable development. The sponsors, developers and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. So whatever the product they are getting after the agility, so the users or the customers or the sponsors or the developers, whoever it is, so the product should be maintainable. That means the user should be able to maintain a constant pace. So they have to maintain a constant pace. That means, so Windows operating system from Windows 98 to Windows 10 version, how we are maintaining? So according to the product, according to the changes they had done, so we are adaptable to that. So we are learning that process. So we are maintaining some constant pace. So that is this point. And next point is 9th point. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. So whatever the technical things we are there, so every day we are getting so many of the new techniques, new technical technologies. Every day we are getting some new in the advancements in the technologies. So according to that, we have to use the each and every technology or each and every technical part what they are getting in existence. And also 10th point is simplicity. So whatever the design or whatever the product you are getting, it should be a simple one. That means it must be a user-friendly one. If it is not user-friendly one, no one can use. For example, you are more effective. I mean, you are only working on the Windows version. Why you people are not adapting to the Linux? Because that is not user-friendly one. So Linux is something different with the Windows 98, Windows versions. So in Windows versions, everything is a graphical user interface and you can interact very easily. Whereas for Linux, so you have to go for the command line prompt. So everything you have to remember. So there are some disadvantages like that. So whatever the thing you are developing, whatever the agility you are implementing in the product, it should be a simple one. That is this point. And next, the best architecture's requirements and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. So, whatever the requirements, whatever the architectures, it must be best one you have to provide. For example, you're getting so many of the mobile phones in the market today. From Xiaomi, Redmi phones. How many types of phones you are getting? Every day you are getting some different phones. With maybe the look is different, maybe the way of arranging of the camera lens is different, and the way of outlining of the product is different. Like that you are getting. Why you are getting those many products for every day? Because it is according to the requirements. So whatever the products, whatever the agility you are developing in the existing product, those developers are, it must be best architectures and requirements. So whatever the requirements given by the user, everything will not be implemented in the product. So they will take what are the more requirements given by the more customers. So like that they have to see. And next, at regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts in behavior accordingly. So while implementing the agility in the software product, the team has to go at regular intervals. That means, so after some stage, they have to check what is the product implementation. So from the existing one to this new one, what is the changes we have done? So according to the changes, the product is working effectively or not. So they have to check according to that. So at regular intervals. And next, so those are the 12 agile principles. So the next topic is human factors. So while developing, in agility, so there are some of the human factors on that. So what are those human factors? Let us check. Why the human factors? Whatever the agility we are implementing, that is done by the humans only. The machines, it's not itself doing everything. Okay, it depends upon the human. So that's why we are taking the next part as human factors. Agile development focus on the talents and skills of individuals, molding the process to specific people and teams. So whatever the agility we are doing, so whatever the agile process we are doing, it depends upon the person's skill, the person's intellectual, the person's talent. Everything depends upon the agile process team members. So the individual in the team members, every individual should have some talent. Every individual should have some skills. Every individual should have some IQ power. That means in order to mold the process of the agility. The key point in this statement is the process molds to the needs of the people and team. Molds. Why? What is meant by mold? Mold is nothing but combining. Molding. You are molding me. That means combining. Combining. What we are combining? We are combining the needs of the people and team. So what is the requirements of the people? So that is combining with the team members. Why we are combining with the team members? The team members are the agile process team members. So whatever the requirements are there are known to the team members, then only they can go for the implementation of the changes, or else they can't. So that is the key point. We are molding. Next, some of the human factors are competence, common focus, collaboration, decision making, fuzzy problem solving ability, mutual trust and respect, and self-organization. So first point is competence. Competence means whatever the team members are there in the agile process, not only in the agile process, in the whole development, software developers, they should have a competence among themselves. So if there is no competence among themselves, so we can't get the better product. Like how you people. So if there is competition in your people, so then you can be able to read more. You are more, you pay more attention in reading. You pay more attention for the writing of the examples. That is a competence. Next point is common focus. So whatever it is there, so the people, I mean the developers as well as the user requirements, they should have the common focus. They have to focus on the common points. So the point should not be deviated. What are the requirements given to the user? According to the requirement, the developers team has to focus. So if there deviation in the requirements, then the team will also deviate and the product is not come according to the requirements of the user. That is a common focus. Next one is collaboration. Who are the team members? The people in the team of agility, not only agility, in the software development team. They should have the collaboration. They should have communicate with each other. So if they are not communicating each other, whatever the process doing by one team member is not communicated to other team, so how can they process it all? So there should be a collaboration between among those team members. Next one is the decision making ability. So if there is any errors, the team should take some step forward in order to reduce those errors or in order to eliminate those errors. They should have some decision making abilities. If there is no decision making abilities among the team members, if there is some problem has occurred while developing, while coding, so how can rectify that? Who can rectify that? So if another person has to come and rectify that, means they have to go on from first onwards the first line of the code. So that is takes them more and more in time. Okay, so that is decision making abilities. So the people who are working on the software developer team, not only SLT process team, so everything, whatever they should have the decision making ability. Every person in the team member. Next one, fuzzy problem solving ability. So fuzzy means it's not a clear one. Fuzzy. Fuzzy meaning is not clear. For example, 1 is means it's clear. 0.89 is called as a fuzzy because we can't say this is a 1. There is some round. After rounding only we get the 1. So the thing which we can't decide, the set which we can't express, that is called as a fuzzy. Okay, which is not clear. Fuzzy meaning is nothing but which is not a clear one. So 0.89, we can't say this as a 1 after rounding. What is this 0.89? That means it is not clearly 1, like that. Fuzzy problem solving ability. So wherever there is a fuzziness, so which is not clear, that means after coding, they are writing some coding part. So in that coding part, they got some errors. So those errors, they are not getting the correct correct way of getting the execution. So at that time, they should have some abilities. That is a fuzzy problem solving ability. And next point is mutual trust and respect. So the whole team, the software developers team should have a self-respect, should have a mutual trust. So they have to believe one another and they have to respect with each other. Why? Because, for example, you people are you are the class, IT class. So the IT second years people. If you respect with each other, then only you will get the respect from outsiders. So some people are coming into your class and some people are scolding your friends, means what you people do. You will also combine with other people and will fight against those outsiders. That means you are handling, that means you are respecting your friends. Okay, that at the same time you are trusting your friends. In the same way, in the software development team also, they should have a mutual trust and respect. And next, third one, last point is self-organizations. So in the team itself, each individual has to work. Each individual will have the different task. So whatever the task given by each individual in the team, they have to organize by themselves. Okay, so that is this point. So that is about the human factors. So there were some human factors. Next point is, so next topic is extreme programming. This is shortcut is XP. We can call it XP. X is for extreme, P for programming. Extreme programming. So what is this extreme programming? So extreme programming XP, the most widely used approach to agile software development, emphasizes business result first and takes an increment, get something started, approach to building the product using continual testing and revision. So whatever the agility, we said that we have some agility. We have some agility principles. We have said there is some agile processes. So whatever the agility we are developing, implementing in the software, that is called as a extreme programming. Okay. So this extreme programming, what this extreme programming does? This extreme programming is used for the development and emphasizes the business results first. So business results means whatever the changes we are developing according to the agile software. So it gives us some results. So whatever the increments you are doing, whatever the changes you are doing in the existing product, so that are getting in the results first. So that is emphasize the business results first and takes an incremental, get something started. So after that also you can make some more changes. How operating system is getting incremented from 98, Windows version 98 to Windows 10 version. How we get it, at once you not get from Windows 98 to Windows 10 version. Before that you have so many of the versions. After Windows 8.1 only you have got the Windows 10th version. Like that, whatever the agility we have developed in the first product, so then it takes us some incremental. So we have to increment and get something started approach. So for everything incrementation you have to go for the one approach. So every time you will not go for the one approach because as the changes are different from different things, so we have to implement some different processes to building the product. So what we are building, so we are building some product, whether it is a software product or whether it is a software project, whatever it is, using continual testing and revision. So whatever the agility you are developing, it should be undergo some testing process. Okay. So summary of this session is, so we have seen the agile principles, different agile principles. While implementing the agility, we have to see some principles. So what are those agile principles we have seen today? And next topic is, we have seen some human factors. So in order to implement some agility in the product, so what are the human factors include? And next we went for some other topic, that is extreme programming. So this extreme programming I have given only the definition. So the remaining part will be seen in the next session. So extreme programming, we can also say XP. So this is for today's session. Thank you.